Imagine this for Squid Game Season 2. Seong Ji-han, survivor of the games, finally decides to spend his prize money. He buys a hot meal for a homeless man, a new suit, anything to feel normal again. But when he turns on the news, he sees that same homeless man has died in a freak accident. He calls his daughter in America, and just as he's about to wire her money for a better life, the line goes dead. An unspeakable tragedy strikes her family. He soon discovers a horrifying truth. The prize money is cursed. Every single bill he spends is paid for with the life of someone he knows, someone he loves. The money isn't just stained with blood, it's actively bleeding it into his world. Just as he's about to throw the cash into an incinerator, a new invitation arrives. That same familiar card, but this time the shapes are different, more sinister, almost alive. He's invited back, but the message is clear. He's not returning as a player. He's being summoned as a component, driven by a desperate need to break the curse and stop the bloodshed. Gi-han accepts. He finds himself not on a remote island, but in the decaying halls of an abandoned hospital, the air thick with the smell of antiseptic and dread. The other participants are there too, but they're not like before. They're ghosts, reanimated corpses of past players, their eyes hollow, their movements puppet-like, forever bound to the game. The first game is announced, red light, green light, but the whimsical, oversized doll is gone. In its place stands a grotesque, 8-foot-tall monstrosity, stitched together from wood, sinew, and human flesh. It's an organic nightmare, its single eye scanning the room with a dead, predatory gaze. The familiar tune begins, but it's distorted, like a warped music box from hell. The players, or what's left of them, freeze. One man flinches, a muscle in his leg twitching. The doll doesn't fire a bullet. Instead, its wooden body contorts, a section of its frame opening like a maw. Tendrils of flesh and vine shoot out, wrapping around the man, and pull him screaming into its body. He's not killed. He's absorbed, his face briefly visible, frozen in terror within the wood before vanishing. He has become part of the doll, another piece of the machine. Ji-han survives, his every muscle screaming in protest. But there's no relief. The next game is tug of war. They're led into a cavernous operating theater. There, no ropes. Instead, the guards, masked figures in surgical gear, perform a gruesome procedure on each pair of contestants, connecting them with a length of their own freshly extracted intestines. They are forced to pull, the loser not falling to their death, but being literally torn apart from the inside out. The room echoes with unimaginable agony, a symphony of suffering that seems to please someone, or something, watching from above. That's when Ji-han looks up at the observation deck, where the VIPs used to sit. The gold animal masks are there, but the beings behind them are not human. Through the glass, he sees shimmering, non-Euclidean forms, creatures of shadow and teeth that seem to shift and writhe in the dim light. These aren't just bored billionaires. They are demonic, interdimensional entities, and they're not just watching for entertainment. They are feeding. They are consuming the raw, potent energy of human agony, and these games are their personal, perpetual feast. The prize money, Gi-han realizes, was never just money. It was a tool, an anchor, to spread misery beyond the confines of the game, to generate more suffering for them to devour. Gi-han fights through hell. He endures a version of the glass bridge where each step shows him a vision of a loved one dying because of his choices. He plays marbles, not for his life, but for his memories, losing precious moments with his mother and daughter with every marble he forfeits. He's not playing to win money anymore. He's playing to reclaim his soul, to sever the connection to these cosmic horrors. He claws his way to the final round, a brutal, one-on-one fight against a twisted version of his old friend, Sung-woo. Resurrected as the game's champion, Gi-han wins, but it's a hollow victory. He stands before the front man, ready to unmask the architect of this new hell. He pulls off the mask, and his blood runs cold. The face staring back at him is his own. It's an older, more broken Seong Ji-hen, his eyes devoid of all hope. This front man explains the final, crushing truth. There is no escape. This isn't just a game. It's a time loop, a pocket dimension of eternal suffering. He, the frontman, is a Jihan from a previous cycle who won and was given a choice. Dies or take the master's place to perpetuate the cycle. He chose to become the frontman, hoping to one day find a version of himself strong enough to break it. The prize money is the very mechanism of the loop, cursing each winner and ensuring they have a reason to return. By winning, Jihan hasn't escaped. He has simply reached the end of his turn as a player, and the beginning of his turn as the jailer. The series ends with the frontman extending the black mask to Jihan. The choice now is to make. Will he become the monster to save the next version of himself? Or will he let the cycle of agony continue forever? Thanks for watching.